plaintiff, Linda Reese, says the defendant is her daughter, and by the time she was 17, she had 2 kids and was a stripper. Linda feels the defendant is trying to make her look like she was a bad mother by making up lies about her, so she's suing for defamation. Defendant Tiara Reese and her stepmother Sandra Wynn say Linda was a bad mother because there was constant drinking and smoking around Tiara when she was a child, and Linda brought men into the home who sexually abused Tiara. She's countersuing for pain and suffering.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Is your name really Linda Reese?
Yes.
That's my wife's name.
Oh. So that means you my husband.
Look at that, wasn't you? Where you from?
Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, my goodness. That means you as well, right, Tiara?
Yep, I'm your niece.
All right, let me hear from you first.
She was my youngest daughter. The problem started when she got in middle school.
What part of town were you all in?
West Side. I was at work, I always worked the whole while she was here, just work.
Good.
Problem started, middle school, she started having sex. She come up pregnant, first year of high school. Okay, got rid of that baby.
Find a different way to say. She chose her health over having the child.
Okay, yeah, she chose
my health
over having the child. Okay. 4 months later, another pregnancy. So that's when
She delivered that child?
No.
Chose her health over that child as well?
Her witness helped her get rid of.
All right, ain't no getting rid of.
I'm sorry. She chose her health over that one.
Okay.
Fast forward that, 6 months later, pregnant again. This time she had it. Okay.
What age was that?
15 at this point.
No.
15 and a half, I'll say. 15.
High school?
No. So when she delivered that baby, I say, she delivered my granddaughter. Mm-hmm. I say, give me the baby, go back to school. Finish your education, I'll get the baby. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm watching her child. Well, I say, come home after school. I didn't see her till around 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night. Okay, that continued. At the same time, I have another child that I had to tend to.
Where would she tell you she was going?
She went to go do somebody's hair. Never could call me and let me know that she would be late coming back. Her daughter's 3 months now. I say, why my grandbaby got teeth in her mouth? You're not pregnant again, are you? She told me no.
What does that mean? What does that have to do with being pregnant again?
They said that's called that child getting out the way for another child.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, that means you got another one coming.
I say, you're not pregnant again, are you? No, Mom, I'm not pregnant again. Gonna find out, she was pregnant again.
Still in high school?
No, she dropped out of school at this point because I stopped watching her child. Okay. Because she kept taking advantage of me. Fast forward, 17, I find out she's stripping. What are you doing stripping? I got to do what I got to do. No, you don't have to do that because I never had to do that. I got 4 kids. I never had to do that. Then after she started stripping, she started talking down on me because she getting all this money, so now I'm broke.
I'm sure she got something to tell me different. Go ahead, let me start with you.
Hi, Judge Mathis. Me and my mother never had a great relationship, as you can see.
Starting at what age?
My mother ran a party house. She sold drugs as well at that house. Everybody was smoking and drinking around children.
Ma'am, is this true?
No.
We never had the real mother and daughter relationship that I always wanted from her. All she did was put me down as a kid. I was molested at the age of 4. I was doing sexual things because it really hurts and it takes me to a dark place, actually, because she let all these men into the home and worked at a bar, never was home. It led up to last year whenever her and my father got into an altercation at my house in front of my children because she broke his electronic devices, which is his phone and his tablet. My daddy was falling on hard times. So I let my daddy come live with me. My mother has always been jealous of me and my father's relationship.
Have you all ever had a good mother-daughter
Only because
relationship?
I was forcing everything to have a mother. Yes, I did get an abortion at the age of 15, then 16, and 17 I did have a child, and I was not even living with her. I was living with my my two children's father people, and they helped me. I dropped out of school because I was coming home. My mother had bed bugs, she had a generator, and the house was mice infested.
Where did you go?
I had to live with, I was in a relationship, with my children's father. I lived with them. My mother also was getting benefits from DHS and had a whole candy store opened off me and getting all my stamps from me being pregnant with my second child. And she sold all the stamps, and me and my children I had to do break. I'm a hairstylist and a makeup artist. So I did have to do hair, go to the plasma bank to pump for blood. She dropped me there off a couple times. I'm in a battle every day, just so I won't be anything like her. Also, I sent her ex-boyfriend, the guy who molested me.
Her daughter's 3 months now. I say, why my grandbaby got teeth in her mouth? You not pregnant again, are you? She told me no.
What does that mean? What does that have to do with being pregnant again?
They said that's called that child getting out the way for another child.
Really?
Yeah.
Plaintiff Linda Reese is suing her daughter, who claims as a child, Linda brought men into their home who sexually abused her.
You saw him?
I saw him. I called two people in my family that means so much to me. I was shaking, I was breathing, I was panicking. And I just needed somebody to be there by my side so that I can't go in there and confront him. That's the only thing I just told my friend, just take me home. I just need to see my kids. I seen my children and my daughter heard me crying, and I was trying to hold myself together, and I had to walk outside and get some air. My daughter, I came back inside, my daughter was on the phone with my mother. I have the recording.
What are you telling me? What are you talking about? What is it?
It's the recording of my mother saying that my daughter asked my mother, well, Grandma, whose side are you on? My mother said she's not on nobody's side. As a mother, I wanted for my mother to hold my hand and help me confront these people who did these things to me. Instead, she wants to.
Now, you've told me about the one guy.
Yeah.
Boyfriend. It's another?
Yes, it was a friend of hers who she had in the house because she had them selling weed for. My mother is here to sue me for defamation of character because, yes, I went on a Facebook rant because of me not having nobody. And especially at a time like this is the lady who's been by my side. This is my stepmother. My mother used to send me over there with 8 to 10 thank you bags with roaches in them because I didn't know nothing about shaking out no bags, about clothes or whatever. My mother is portraying herself to be this Christian woman.
Was your mother on drugs or something?
My mother told me at the age of when I was 11 years old, my mother told me that she was dealing with a cokehead. Okay? And she got drunk one time. She was so drunk that she came and told me and one of my siblings that she was trying the drugs too, which it made sense because she used to go on binges with this man and be gone weeks at a time.
People don't do too many binges snorting cocaine. Binges are crack cocaine. And you saying she told you her boyfriend snorted cocaine?
Yes.
Nah.
I have evidence showing where.
Let me get back to her now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ma'am, what do you say to all these things?
She just sat up and just gave y'all a whole story. We here for the lies today. But she wants to say that, what was that she said? I done lost count of stuff.
Well, she said that 4 years old, one of your men that you were with sexually assaulted her, AKA molested her as a 4-year-old. There was another man she mentioned. That's what she said.
Okay, now we're going to fast forward to that. Now, this story that she just brought up or whatever, I'm just not finding out this molestation thing last year. Now, when she first brought it up 6 years ago, when she put it on Facebook, I should have brought it in. But I say no,
You just said two different things. You said you just found out about it, and then you said 6 years ago.
Let me go back, because if you look on page 9.
I just got to go with what you tell me.
Okay.
Before we go into that, what you tell me got to make sense.
Okay, right. First, she said that it happened to her.
No. Let's go back when you said you first learned of it. Because
last year.
The first thing out your mouth was this molestation thing, kind of diminishing it, by the way.
I'm sorry.
And that's a major, major crisis. This molestation thing, I just found out about it last year. And then you said, and 6 years ago, when she first told me about it, or when I first found out.
Let me back up.
Go ahead.
Okay, she was on Facebook talking about this 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
Yeah. One of my kids brought it to me. She said one person did it. And then her auntie came and said, well, she told me somebody else did it. So we had made up or whatever, started back speaking. Conversation, it never came back up. So last year.
What did you come back up for? You know, and what did you do when you found out?
I went and
you
found
just said you knew.
I went and found the guys. They was like, I don't know what she talked about. I said, well, she said you touched her.
Okay.
He said, well, I didn't touch her. I said, come on now. I said, this is my daughter. I'm going to believe my daughter.
Okay.
Okay. They was like, well, what's up? I said, well, are you willing to take a lie detector test?
Okay.
They said, yeah.
So hold on. Ma'am, do you know that she confronted somebody about you?
She said she was going to ask them, but she never
Told you that she did?
Yes.
No.
Because we haven't talked in over a year.
Okay. Go ahead.
Can you look at the evidence, please? Were we in this text
Yes.
messages?
What page?
Page 9.
Okay. Write it out so I can turn your statement in. Don't forget to sign and date it. As a mother, it's my job to press charges. So far, everything she's done is correct. I'm going to let the police do their job. So far, she's done everything she should do. Anything else you want to say before I allow her to tell me more about what she feels regarding these things? All right, I'll go to you, ma'am. What do you say?
Okay, go ahead.
She said she
I'm not
followed up,
going to bring up
so what do you say to that?
roaches in the bed.
Hey, be quiet. I asked if you wanted to say something. You said no.
I'm sorry.
The fact that I have very much of detail of telling my story about the things that happened to me. My mother left us home alone. My sister and brother were down the street playing. I was 9 years old when I had to watch my 2-year-old brother. I was laying in her bed. Her ex-boyfriend, the guy who I seen, came in the room. I heard his keys jangling on his belt loop. He came in. He waved in front of my eyes, looked, laid in the bed, got under the cover with me. I felt him pulling his pants down, had his left hand on his penis, and had his right hand rubbing my left thigh, okay? I'm telling her right here on page 1 and 2, my story. And she said, are you sure that this happened to you? I said, Ma, yes, this is what happened. And from the sounds of it, sound like you do not believe me. She said, your story just sound like what happened to
my other daughter,
my sister. And she said she pistol whooped him. I don't remember that. My mama, we grew up with my mother saying, whatever happens in my house stays in my house. Don't speak unless you're being spoken to. If anything that happens in here, y'all go out and tell, CPS will come get you. So I was scared. I had got my voice at the age of 17 once I started having children because I was too scared as a child to get torn away from my siblings.
She done just painted me.
My mother,
mama.
She can bring up the fact that I've been pregnant, but my mama has never been, she's never been there.
Anything else you want to say before I allow her to tell me more about what she feels regarding these things? All right, I'll go to you, ma'am. What do you say?
Okay, go ahead.
She said she
I'm not
followed up,
going to
ma'am.
bring up
So what do you say to that?
roaches in the bed.
Hey, be quiet. I asked if you wanted to say something. You said no.
Plaintiff Linda Reese is suing her daughter, who claims as a child, Linda brought men into their home who sexually abused her.
Man, why did you start there with your statements? Why did you start with pointing out all of her flaws and one step away from degrading her when she has, you know that she has been the victim of this. And you come in here today and that's what's in your heart. To talk all the negative things about her.
That's all I ever wanted for you to love me.
Only thing I wanted you to do,
you hated me. You had a one-night stand with my daddy, and you could not get no money from him.
Yeah.
So you sat up there and you tried to do anything to get money off of me. You cannot shut me up. No, this is my story. I'm gonna stand with any kid, any child who has ever been victimized and their mother didn't believe them. You degraded me my whole life. Your mother did the same thing to you, and I'm trying to break generational curses because she hates me because I look like my father, because I stand with my father, because she showed me to hate him because she had a one-night stand with him, slept with him
started off saying that she was a
had
good
me May
kid, she
26th.
got
That's
good
9 months
grades.
exact.
Hold
The
on.
problem
What?
started in middle school. I said when I started out, I said the problem
You
started.
told me what when you started?
It started.
You said
I
she
said the
was a
problem-
good girl with good grades.
I said
you
it-
said I've had trouble with all her life. She got pregnant when she was this. She
No.
got rid of it. She got pregnant again the next year. She got rid of that. That's all you said about her.
And I was
But
nice.
now I see that I believe she believed this instance. You don't approach nobody like this unless you believe it. Now I see that you do believe that it happened at least once. So why wouldn't you come in here being more sensitive to her, knowing what happened to her? She needs every piece of positive energy
Your
and
Honor.
positive self-esteem boosting that she can get. Were you on crack? Maybe that, huh?
I'm sure you know a crackhead.
She said you were on cocaine.
I wasn't on.
What she describes, yes, is a crackhead. What do you want to tell me? What do you
I have my GED. This is not good enough.
She got a GED.
This was
We
not
didn't-
good
I'm
enough
just
for
not
my
fired
mother.
about
So
this
she
last
told
week.
she told my 13-year-old daughter, your mother do not have a GED. I have that too. She told my daughter that
What text is that?
she said-
What's that?
it's a video. It's a video recording.
All this is on here?
Yes.
All right, let me listen to it.
She
Yeah,
secretly
because by the
recorded.
way, I got a GED. Me and you about the same. How about that?
Thank you.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And he said he's still going to Steve Wilcox. But he said if he calls Steve Wilcox, he going on Judge Mathis too, because he going to sue up the line with them all years.
But Grandma, do you think it was possible? Because I just cried about it because I never even really knew about Mama getting molested.
No, it didn't happen. That's when I saw all these years. I kept saying that she ain't lying. Go on Steve Wilcox. Everybody said, there go. She don't want to go. You know, he said he's still going to this day. She don't want to go.
And she don't want to go.
Yeah, first she said she'd go. Then when she found out the people that she said did this to her, they said they was gonna go because they want to know why she lied on them. Then all of a sudden she don't want to go. I was like, I'm not gonna lie with her. I'm not. Anything she told me.
Hey, I think she'll go. I don't think she ever said that.
I'm not. Lulu said they'll take her, they'll go.
Whose side are you on?
I ain't on nobody's side. My thing is somebody did that to you. Why you ain't say nothing then?
So it sounds like that she at least felt an obligation to ask the person about it. But sounds like I was wrong when I said she believed it happened. Because she said it right there. And then
I didn't know I was
be
being
quiet. I heard you. What is most striking is when your child said, Mama, Grandma, whose side are you on? She did not choose you.
She don't like me.
You said you don't know. That means you might choose these men over your daughter. What do you want to tell me?
Whenever she said she was going to take legal actions, I said, well, Ma, don't go to them guys and ask them these things because anything can happen.
Correct. It'll make you
Exactly.
They might retaliate.
Yes, and I have friends that end up dead from things like this.
Yeah.
From the strip club. I have friends that came up dead over things that was true, and people will retaliate before it was court time.
Yeah. Ma'am, did you want to say anything?
Basically, I've been in her life since she was a baby. And I've been hearing a lot of what's been going on over the years, but I can attest to, one, I did not help her abort a child. Two, there's been plenty of occasions when she was younger when I would personally pick her up with her dad. I was married to her father. And we would go, and she would let her come out disheveled, hair not done, dirty clothes.
Sound like crack to me.
Sound like crack to me too.
Whatever she was doing, I don't
Wash
know.
and dry. I had to pay bills.
The
and rent by
problem I
myself.
have is that we would have to stop what we were doing in order to go buy her something to wear, and I would do her hair while I'm sitting in the front seat of the car so we could go to the movies or whatever. Okay. I've never encouraged her to go against her mother. Even today, we prayed on it. But it's just sad that the things that I'm hearing, I know different because I've had to come and get her during those situations. When she had her last baby, she wasn't at the hospital. I was there walking the hallways with her. She's the mother of 4 children, self-employed. She doesn't have a 9-to-5. She hustles every day to make ends meet. And you bring her to court because she says something negative about you, but you walk in court and you say all these negative things about her, then she should be suing you.
Are you on crack? Maybe that, huh?
I'm sure you know a crackhead.
She said you were on cocaine.
I wasn't
what she describes, yes, is a crackhead.
Plaintiff Linda Reese is suing her daughter, who claims as a child, Linda brought men into their home who sexually abused her.
What are you suing about exactly, ma'am?
Okay, I'm suing for defamation. She get on Facebook.
This Instagram
she
that
get
you
on
showed
Facebook. I'm dead. I'm jealous of her. She secretly records me for Facebook and then put it all on Facebook. She on Facebook calling me a pedophile lover. She's sharing and shaming everything about me on Facebook, tagging my name in it.
No.
And I'm in church, Your Honor. I don't even live this. I'm single, celibate, and saved.
Your Honor, page 20. She shared a photo of should a woman go to jail
accusing men of rape?
for falsely? I never been penetrated, ma'am.
But if you check the text message, she said she had been molested.
You haven't even looked into what it is. You still on crack. If you think this woman has to be raped in order to have been molested, you on crack.
I never said.
You smoking.
Can I finish?
You're finished. You're finished. Should a woman go to jail for falsely accusing a man of rape?
And she said, she captioned, I say absolute thoughts, asking everybody else what they think. Instead of saying, as my child, I stand and I walk with you.
She did this to me on Facebook 6 years ago.
Well, I'm tell you what I'm gonna do to you. I'm throwing you out. Your claim is dismissed. I don't believe a word you say. I believe everything she has said. Hers is granted. Have a good day. Bye.
You want to frame my GED? You want my GED, Ma? You want this?
Y'all, this don't make
I'll frame it if you want me.
Please?
Yeah, I put it in my office. You got my word. It's gonna be in my office, all right?
I just stand with every child, every girl, and also with the boys as well, with these things that's been done and the parents not standing beside their child. I stand with you. I have so many people reaching out to me right now because I've told my story, and I want to let them know that we're going to start a walk for children that's been molested. I will stand with anybody who has ever been molested.